So Darren, one thing that we hear a lot from customers is, you know, I have this access control system in place and I want to add your technology. Do I have to, replace all of my existing controllers, database, et cetera, et cetera? And for us, that's really one of the key features is you don't, right? So we connect into anybody's access control system. And from our perspective, as companies continue to grow and become more enterprise, those are the kinds of challenges you have. You have more people, so you want to have a more frictionless experience. You have higher security areas, so you want to add biometrics to that. I think both RightCrowd and Alcatraz are in a great position because we're additive to the existing technology. We're not ripping and replacing.
Yeah, completely agree. And look, thinking about enterprises, we've talked about in the webinar recently, the enterprise customers, they have multiple locations across the country, across the continent, across the globe. And it's a lot to look after when you scale it across all of those locations. And what you just talked about is what, between the two of us, we can now do at that scale. We can ensure that that exact same seamless ability for you to put the ROC technology in, and that there's no rip and replace in the London office, or there's no rip and replace in the San Francisco office or the Sydney office. Like, it's the same globally. And what we are doing together is ensuring that that's it. I mean, you've made sure that's easy and there's no cost associated with that in terms of, you have to rip out what you already had. But then the organisation has to be able to manage that across the board. They need to be able to manage that. Darren's joined the organisation. He's the new, I don't know, CISO of the organisation. So he's going to get access to a multitude of areas, and we'll make sure that he does, or she does, get that access to all of those areas, and that therefore the ones that have rocks associated with them in London, San Francisco and Sydney, it's all going to be done as well. So, it's going to be a seamless experience from that perspective. The cost of that is, again, I mean, it's almost the same thing. It's a software cost. It's kind of a little more amorphous than electrons. But at the end of the day, you don't have to go into London and specifically get that person into that one, and then San Francisco, and then into Sydney. Like, it's going to roll it out across the systems.